Your Majesties, honored guests, dear friends, sisters, and brothers in this journey of hope. Today, under the boundless sky of our shared tomorrow, I stand here mindful that each one of us carries a light. Each of us is a star, and every star points to you. From the first moment I recognized the title I carry. I understood that Princess of Asturias is not merely a name, but a promise to serve, to listen, to learn. And I look across this room, across this world, and I see your stars, the young voices rising, the hands that reach out to comfort, the minds that dare to question, the hearts that refuse to abandon. You are those stars. My sister Sofia, whose laughter is like a spark of dawn, reminds me that our future is not distant, not abstract. It is now. When she and I walk side by side, we walk with you, we walk because of you. You are the reason we believe in what comes next. I pledge to you. My effort will be sincere, my listening will be attentive, my commitment will be steadfast. In the traditions I inherit of this crown, and in the new challenges we face together, I see not simply a role, but a responsibility to our people, to our planet, to our promise of inclusion. Let us remember that stars do not compete for light, they complement. A constellation is only visible when every star shines in harmony. So my call to you is shine. Burn bright with your ideas. Rise with your compassion. Stand strong with your convictions. Because every star in this vast expanse of humanity points, inevitably, to the one enduring truth, you. In the years ahead, as I continue my training, my education, my service, I carry you in my heart. I carry the trust you place in me, not as a burden, but as a blessing. I carry the dreams of those who believe that together we can shape a world that honors dignity, fosters hope, and leaves no one behind. And now, as we look up at the night sky, where every star lights up a story, every story lights up a possibility, I ask you to join me, stand with me, dream with me, act with me, because when every star points to you, the universe bends its path toward our shared destiny. I come before you today with a heart full of conviction and a sense of deep responsibility. The path that lies ahead of me is not a path of ease, nor one of mere ceremony. It is a commitment to serve, with humility, with courage, with steadfastness. Every day I am reminded that the title I bear is more than a symbol. It is a call to action, to labor, to faithful dedication. From the earliest moment I accepted the duties entrusted to me. I understood that service does not pause when the applause fades or when the cameras stop rolling. Service meets us in the quiet hours, when decisions must be made, when voices cry out for support, when silent tasks demand our full attention. In those moments, I pledge myself to the people, the land, the principles that bind us together. I do this not out of expectation of reward, but because I believe in a vision of unity, of community, of a shared future. Responsibility, to me, is living each hour aware that our actions matter. When I walk through the streets of our cities, or visit the most distant corners of our country, I carry the awareness that I represent not only an institution or a title, but the hopes of many. That awareness shapes my mindset. It reminds me the duty is real. The service must be tangible. It is not enough to speak of solidarity, of fairness, of opportunity. It is necessary to act on it, to listen first, to understand, and then to respond. Commitment to duty also means acknowledging that I still have much to learn. I approach this role with humility. With each encounter, each visit, each conversation, I gain insight into the joys and the struggles of our people, into the demands placed on those who give of themselves for others. In the face of challenge, I recognize that the strength of service lies not in being above others, but in working alongside others. It lies in offering one's hand to lift, one's voice to advocate, one's presence to stand with those who need it most. There are days when this road will test resolve. There will be long hours, there will be complexity, there will be expectations. On those days I promise to remember why I embarked on this journey. I promise to recall the voices I have heard, the stories of sacrifice I have witnessed, the courage of those who serve their communities without recognition. Their example guides me. Their trust strengthens me. Duty is not a burden to me. It is an honor. The honor of being placed in a position where service matters. The honor of being entrusted with the promise of continuity, with the hope of renewal. In this honor I find purpose. In this honor I find clarity. It is not about power. It is about responsibility. It is not about prestige. It is about presence. To serve faithfully means engaging with all sectors of society, young and old, near and far. It means recognizing that every individual contributes to the tapestry of our nation. It means opening doors, bridging divides, and encouraging participation. My dedication lies in ensuring that no citizen feels overlooked, that no community feels undervalued, that every voice finds a place in the conversation of our future. In the realm of duty and service, I also see the importance of continuity, of tradition and progress walking hand in hand, respecting what history offers us, while embracing what tomorrow demands of us. I hold fast to the values that have sustained our society: integrity, justice, compassion. I also commit to adapting, to evolving, to responding to the new needs of our time. That dual commitment, to honor the past and meet the future, is central to my vision of service. Citizenship is not passive, it is active, engaged, conscientious. My allegiance is to each member of our community. I will keep learning, I will keep listening, I will keep stepping forward, and I will do so with a spirit of partnership, not standing above you, but standing with you. In offering my dedication to duty and service, I ask you to walk this path with me. Grant me your trust not because of my title, but because of my resolve. Hold me to a standard of action, of sincerity, of respect. Help me be worthy of that trust, worthy of the duty I embrace. As I look ahead, I see a horizon of possibility. I see communities strengthened, opportunities multiplied, voices heard. I see a future shaped by service, not as alibi, but as foundation, not as rhetoric, but as real engagement. My role is to serve that future. My mission is to serve you. And so I present myself, not as one who claims perfection, but as one who pledges perseverance, not as one seeking accolades, but as one offering steadfast devotion to the common good. The duty is mine, the service is ours. Together, may we walk this path honorably, with integrity, with heart. Thank you. I speak to you with a sincere belief that hope is not a fragile dream. Hope is a force. It is the quiet strength that moves us forward even when challenges seem immovable. It is that steady pulse that reminds us we belong to something greater than ourselves. Hope becomes truly powerful when it is shared, when it is lived together, when it is anchored in solidarity. As I look into the faces of young people filled with questions and ambition, I feel encouraged. I see your energy. I see your desire to contribute, to be seen, to make a difference. That fills me with determination. You are not simply watching the future unfold. You are shaping it with every idea you pursue, every injustice you challenge, every gesture of kindness you offer to another person. Your brightness is not separate from mine. It is part of a constellation we form collectively. We flourish when we help each other shine. There are times when uncertainty clouds our view. Our world experiences divisions, misunderstandings, moments of fear or frustration. During those moments, hope may appear distant, yet hope has an extraordinary talent. It finds its way back even through the narrowest gap of possibility. It spreads in a word of encouragement, in the warmth of a shared laugh, in acts of courage that often remain unnoticed. That is where solidarity lives too, in the everyday actions that remind others they are not alone. I have learned that true unity does not require everyone to think the same way or follow the same path. Unity celebrates our differences because they make us richer. Solidarity is not a demand for sameness. It is an embrace of every individual's dignity. It says you matter, your story matters, your dreams deserve the chance to breathe. My hope for the future rests in that conviction. When my sister and I attend events and meet people of different backgrounds, I feel a wonderful certainty. The young people we meet, especially, carry both strength and kindness. They show that caring for the environment, supporting equality, and seeking peace are not impossible ambitions. They are necessary. They are urgent. They are goals that unite us across borders, beliefs, and languages. If we stand together, these goals can transform from aspirations into realities. Solidarity asks each of us to step beyond our comfort. It is the willingness to see from another's perspective, to listen before responding, to offer respect even when we disagree. There is bravery in choosing cooperation over conflict. Hope thrives wherever people are brave enough to care. In schools, in neighborhoods, in communities near and far. I have seen this bravery. It gives me confidence that the spirit of unity is alive. When we reach out to support others, we build bridges that endure. People who once felt invisible discover that they belong to the human story. Voices that trembled with uncertainty become voices of influence. We grow in purpose when we help someone else rise. Solidarity means understanding that our successes are linked, that our challenges are shared, that no progress is truly progress if it leaves others behind. The future integrates ideas from everyone who holds faith in it. You may feel small in a world so vast, but even the faintest star helps define the sky. Hope multiplies when we share it. Solidarity strengthens when we invite others to take part in shaping our tomorrow. You are not spectators in that task. You are partners. You are essential. When I think of my responsibilities ahead, I do not imagine walking alone. I imagine walking with millions who believe, as I do, that humanity is capable of compassion, innovation, fairness, and enduring peace. I imagine a future where every child grows without fear, where opportunities reach those who need them most, where dreams are not limited by circumstance. I imagine that future, because I see the people who are ready to build it. You are among them. We may come from different places, hold different customs, speak with different accents, but the universal language of hope is one we all understand. Solidarity is the bridge that allows that hope to travel, to grow, to uplift. We share this earth, this responsibility, this destiny. Our diversity is a treasure that can guide us if we choose collaboration rather than division. Hope is not passive. It invites us to act, to participate, to believe even when the path seems unclear. Solidarity gives that hope direction. It turns compassion into movement. It turns intention into change. We honor that movement each time we defend what is right, welcome those who feel lost, or stand firm for the dignity of every person. So I speak to you today not as someone who has all answers, but as someone who trusts in what we can accomplish together. Walk with me in confidence. Let us encourage one another, care for one another, and challenge each other to imagine a world better than the one we inherited. Let our hope be visible. Let our solidarity be strong. The journey is long, yes. There will be obstacles and moments of doubt. Yet I firmly believe that when we unite our efforts, even the most distant goal begins to move closer. Every sunrise proves that darkness never wins. Every person who chooses compassion proves that humanity never gives up. Together we can ensure that the future reflects our highest values. Together we can guarantee that every young voice has a place in building what comes next. Together we can turn hope into a shared legacy that outlives us all. Stand with me, stand with one another. Let us be the generation that chooses unity over separation, courage over fear, hope over hesitation. Our solidarity is the light that will guide us onward. Our future depends on how brightly we allow it to shine. Thank you. I carry in my heart the knowledge that the roots from which I spring are not simply a lineage, but a living tapestry of stories, values, and service. My heritage is not just inherited crown and name, but the sum of many who came before, who trusted and labored, who believed in a purpose beyond themselves. It is from them that I draw strength. It is toward the younger generation that I turn my gaze with hope. When I reflect on the lessons passed down, I see the example of my family, those quiet acts of responsibility, the humility in serving others, the awareness that privilege comes with duty. I remember how early on I came to understand that being part of a legacy means stepping into something long greater than a single person's ambition. One accepts that history, culture, and family are guides, not chains, that one must honor them by fulfilling their promise, not by repeating them blindly. I promise to live in that space of inheritance and renewal. My younger sister brings me constant inspiration. In her curiosity, her laughter, the fresh perspective she brings, I see the promise of tomorrow. She reminds me that our path is also the path of youth, of countless young women and men who will shape our world in ways none of us can yet fully imagine. My responsibility is to make sure that heritage opens doors rather than closes them, that tradition becomes invitation rather than wall. In her presence I am reminded, our roles are not solitary, they are shared with others, across generations. Her fresh voice encourages me to listen carefully. I witness her articulate dreams, find her way through our world with both groundedness and daring, and in doing so I renew my own resolve. She embodies the possibility that the future might look different, stronger, more inclusive, more courageous than the past we inherited. She reminds me that in the tapestry of our shared journey, each thread matters, even the one just now being woven. My family has given me more than name. They have given me example. They have shown sacrifice, consistency, the capacity to serve without seeking applause. I carry those examples forward, not as burdens but as privileges. When I walk into a room where young people gather, or listen to someone whose voice has been unheard until now, I seek to mirror what I have seen at home: respect, patience, openness, and unwavering commitment. Heritage is not a shadow under which we hide. It is the ground from which we rise. It reminds us of continuity, that what we do matters, that the values we hold are not ephemeral. Responsibility is passed from one to another, so I accept it, not as inheritance alone, but as promise. The promise that what was built before will be preserved, enriched, and extended. I cannot do this alone. I ask for your partnership, especially from the young among you. Your ideas, your energy, your courage, they are not supplemental to heritage, they are its renewal. We are living in a time where the call for change is loud, where old certainties are shifting, Yet in that tumult I find comfort in the fact that heritage teaches us resilience, adaptation grounded in values, not abandonment of them. I imagine a younger generation who will look back and say heritage did not restrict us, heritage empowered us, a heritage that welcomed innovation, that listened to new voices, that made space for difference. That is the heritage that I strive to honor. My sister's generation, that generation of our youth, deserves a platform, a voice, a place at the table. I want them to know. Heritage isn't just something to receive. It is something to renew. You carry the torch when older hands pass it. I tell you this because you are the inheritors of tomorrow. Because you will define what it means to belong, to serve, to lead in a world that is changing faster than ever. My promise to you is that I will do all I can to stand with you, to listen to you, to ensure the foundations laid before remain strong and open to your imagination. In acknowledging family, I also acknowledge the many families across our land whose courage, their labor, their hope form the invisible backbone of our society. Our heritage is not only defined by palace and ceremony, it is defined by the teachers, the health workers, the volunteers, the parents striving in small ways to make life better. Each generation hands to the next more than material. We hand values, lessons of resilience, the belief that one person's act of service ripples outward. In my role I will try to speak not only of grand gestures, but of everyday kindness, of quiet strength, of the dignity of each person's contribution. I see in younger faces the possibility of a fresh horizon. I see in their questions the seeds of transformation. They do not replace our heritage. They challenge it to be better, to be more inclusive, to be more courageous. And in that challenge I find hope. I find the truth that legacy is breathless when it rests on its laurels. Legacy is vibrant when it turns to uplift and include. So I welcome the voices of the young. I embrace their potential. I honor the fact that they will carry forward what we begin today. We together stand on this intersection of inheritance and possibility. The past gives us roots, the future gives us wings, and we walk this path between, with humility, with solidarity, with ambition that is measured not by self, but by service to others. My sister and I walk this path not alone, but alongside all of you, alongside families, communities, youth, elders, those who came before, and those who will follow. As I embark on the responsibilities ahead, I ask you to remember, no single generation holds all the answers. Each generation contributes, each generation builds. I look to you, young women and men, and I see potential for leadership, for service, for creating a world where dignity is universal, where opportunity is equal, where hope is tangible. I pledge to be one of you, among you, for you. In honoring family, heritage, and younger generations, I honor the very idea of continuity, not as stagnation, but as dynamic movement. We honor what came before, and we prepare what comes next. That is the work of our time. That is my commitment, and I invite you, especially you, the younger generation, to claim your place. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. Your service matters. May our shared heritage empower us. May our collective future inspire us. May we walk together hand in hand across the terrain of our history and into the light of possibilities yet unimagined. I am grateful for the past. I am committed to the present. And I embrace the future with you.